In this video, we're going to learn the write modes we can have for the table we are creating inside Porter Metrics and that we are going to send to BigQuery. This is the final step before we can send our table to the BigQuery ecosystem. So let's take a look at the 3 write modes. When it comes to how your data is written to your tables, you can have 3 options. The first one is Append. In this mode, you will always add new rows to the table you have created previously. The second mode is Update. In this case, we will go into the table, we will check for the dimensions, and if any of them matches, we will only update the metrics corresponding to that dimensions. And the final one is Overwrite. This is the easiest one, and this one we just replace the whole data. Let's see an example for each mode. Here we have an example of the Append mode. In the left, we have the initial table you created and only has 3 rows. Remember that in the Append mode, we always add a new rows to the table. So here in the left, now we have 2 more rows for January 3, and each of them is matching with the campaign. Something that you have to consider when using the Append mode is that there may be duplicated rows if the dimensions are not unique. So use this write mode whenever you are sure that there won't be duplicates, or if there are, you don't mind about them. The second mode is Update. We are only going to be updating the metrics of the rows that matches with the dimensions. So let's take a look to the left table, the initial table. We have, same as before, date, campaign, spend, clicks. And for each row, we have an spend amount and a number of clicks. Now let's take a look at the right table. It's the one that happened after the update. And you can see that highlighted is the row that we changed, the first one. And the reason why I changed it is because the dimension date and the dimension campaign is the same, but the metrics, the spend and clicks, changed. So the spend went from $500 to $550, and the clicks went from 1,200 to 1,280. So that's why we only updated that row. And now we're gonna see the override mode. In this case, we are kind of destroying the previous table and creating a new one from zero, from scratch. So here we have in the left the previous table. You can see that it had 3 rows, and now after the override, it changes completely, and now we have a new table only with 2 rows with different dates. That's how override will work. Now let's go back to Porter Metrics and end the process selecting the write mode we have for the tables we are creating. Awesome, we are back, and for this query, now I'm gonna select the override mode. After that, I just need to click the play button at the top of the left panel next to the name of the table we are creating. And that's all. Now we have sent this new table inside Google BigQuery. In the next video, I'm going to show you how you can check if the table you just sent actually went from Porter Metrics to Google BigQuery.